Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for Back to School Night to help us kick off the new school year. For anyone I haven't met yet, I'm Kim Clifford, and I'm the principal here at Oakdale.
And I'm Ellen Hanner, the assistant principal, and excited to begin my second year here at this awesome school.
And I'm Jeannie Barnsley, and I'll be your PTA president for this year.
We're so thankful that you could join us, Mrs. Barnsley, and we're so thankful for our PTA board and all of our PTA members. You are just so supportive of our whole school program, and truly together we are better.
They're our bread and butter.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So we appreciate all of your hard work. And you'll hear in a little bit about the PTA meeting this evening and some of the things that they'll be offering. I just had two quick announcements I wanted to make. The first one's just a reminder. I'm sure you already read about it in the Find Out First message and in our OWL News. But we just wanted to remind everyone that we will have a service dog here this year. His name is Arctic, and he will report to duty in a couple of weeks. By this point, all of our teachers, or at least most of our classrooms, have already completed lessons with all the students so that they're aware of the differences between a pet and a service dog, because there are some quite distinct differences. The biggest thing we just wanted to remind everyone this evening, in case you happen to be in the building volunteering or at an event where you see Arctic, is that we can never approach the service dog or pet him. There are several reasons for that. One of which is simply because Arctic is working. He has specific tasks that he's assigned to do, and that would be distracting for him from his job. And the other one is to make sure you do not approach or pet Arctic. For many of us, our instinct when we see an animal is to approach it, pet it, interact with it, but we can't do that because it can also interfere with the bond that Arctic would be building with the student that he is working with. So if you could just reinforce that with your child and just try to keep that in mind when you see him out and about in the building, because you'll see him everywhere that you'll see a student as well. He's just going to be part of our school. So we're really excited for this. The other thing I wanted to share with you we're excited about is we're going to have a few new clubs here this year. The first of which is going to be Girls on the Run. We are just so thankful for the response from our families and our staff members. We have several people that are interested in coaching. And a Girls on the Run representative is here tonight in the lobby, so feel free to stop by and talk with her a little bit more about that program. But that'll start in the spring. I just wanted to read to you what their core values were because we're really excited to be able to offer this for our students. Their values include recognizing our power and responsibility and to be intentional in our decision making, embracing our differences and finding strength and connectedness, expressing joy, optimism, and gratitude through our words, thoughts, and actions, nurturing physical, emotional, and spiritual health, leading with an open heart and assuming positive intent, and standing up for ourselves and others. So you can see this really fits in nicely with our Character Counts program, and it's just deals with the whole child, their heart, brain, and body power. So we're so excited that we can offer that this spring. Mrs. Yoho is also going to offer a Rubik's Cube Club for 5th grade students during lunch, and information already went home with our 5th grade students about that.
Great. Another club we're happy about this year that we're offering is a language club. This is through our central office, but it will be for our Oakdale students right here at Oakdale. It's going to be starting on October 5th, and we'll have 6 sessions. It's from 3:45 to 4:45. It does cost $40. There was a FOF sent out, a Find Out First, with some information, so some of you have seen that. There's also a poster on the right outside the cafeteria on the wall with a link of how to sign up for this course or club, and so please check that out. Check in with myself or Mrs. Clifford if you have questions. We're looking forward to having that. We attempted last year and didn't have quite enough. You have to have a certain number of students. So we do definitely have some registered, and we're hoping to be able to proceed with that. So we'll contact those that have registered shortly. The other thing we wanted to do was to thank you for your patience as we have worked through some issues with traffic due to construction. I know it can be so frustrating, but we continue to look for solutions to make sure our arrival and dismissal procedures are safe and efficient. safety is number one. Your kids, I know they're your greatest treasure, and they're ours too, and we will take care of them when they are here and keep them safe. So thank you again for your patience. Again, we have done some things like adjusting the times that they do construction and things like that, and we'll continue with that. Please, during arrival and dismissal, follow all signs and directions from staff, as those are the procedures that we've put in place to keep kids safe and to keep our flow moving. We will, right now the road is not quite ready for through traffic, but we will have a new road that will enter into our parking lot, as many of you know. And we will be sending out information when we're ready to start using that, and we will be asking our car riders to actually come through that way, because what we do is we get a real backup on the bridge this way when we have our buses and our cars trying to get through. So more information will come on that. But in the meantime, please just bear with us, and thank you again for your patience you've shown and your continued patience. One other thing is attendance. I just wanted to share that we had an exemplary attendance rating last year of 96%, actually even a little bit over, I believe. So that's awesome.
That is
Isn't
awesome.
that, you know, that is,
really.
and it's thanks to, again, us all working together, the parents, the school, making this a place kids want to come, the parents supporting and getting them here. So that is awesome, and we should celebrate that. And it is important because we know that research shows that good attendance is a key factor in student achievement. And the other piece is that when students miss, of course, teachers will send missed work, but they can never make up that instruction that was given by that teacher that day. And the other thing is that it's setting good habits really for their whole school life, that we find that when they start missing a lot in their early years of school, it continues as a pattern in middle and high school. And then when they get out in the work force and they don't show up for work and they don't keep their job.
Same thing, yep.
So please, we want to have the kids here and be teaching them and having them access our instruction. So we do understand, we know things happen, and we understand that. Students get sick, there are family things that go on. So if there's ever something that's impacting your child's attendance that's going on at home or something at school that maybe we don't know about, please contact Mr. Gill, our guidance counselor, the administration, Mrs. Clifford or I, the teacher. Let us know what's going on, because we'll do anything we can to support that child. And good attendance does include also not just being here each day when we can, but being here on time and ready to learn. Instruction starts right at 9:15. We do announcements and they start instruction. So if a student's just rolling into the office at 9:15 or 9:20, by the time they get up to the room and they've unpacked and they get in, they have missed some directions. And then the teacher has to stop perhaps and get them caught up, and also they are behind. Just like when I get to work late for some reason, my whole day is kind of off. So again, please help us with having kids here ready to learn, and anything we can do to support, please do let us know.
All right, well now it's my turn. I just want to thank everybody for being here this evening. This is a big deal. You're coming in to see your teachers and see what your students have already done, your children have done. Our volunteers and parents really are kind of what make this school. It's a community, and that's kind of what we want to reiterate as the PTA. We have a lot of enrichment programs scheduled this year, as well as community events, and we'd like everybody to participate in those. If you come to the meeting tonight, that's right after back to school night at 7 o'clock. We'll be discussing all that, as well as our budget and all the other general things that we need to discuss. And then right after that meeting, we have a volunteer training that'll be held in the Media Center. If you could follow us into there and participate in that, then you're certified and ready to go in any classroom or anything within the school. It's really important to be that way as well. It makes it safe for all of our children. So we look forward to seeing you for that too.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us, and we're going to turn it over to your child's classroom teacher. We hope to see you later tonight at the PTA meeting.